Hi guys, welcome to my video. Today we'll be discussing section 31 of Indian Contract Act, which is contingent contract. So, an absolute contract is one where the promisor performs the contract without any condition. However, contingent contract on the other hand are the ones where the promisor performs his obligation only when certain conditions are met. If you look at the contract of insurance, indemnity, or guarantee, they have one thing in common: they create an obligation. So, under Section 31 of Indian Contract Act 1872, contingent contract are defined as follows. If two or more parties enter into a contract or do or not do something, if an event which is collateral to the contract does or does not happen, then it is a contingent contract. So, the essential of a contingent contract are: there must be a contract to do or not do something, the happening or not happening of a certain event, there must be a collateral to such contract, and the event should be uncertain. So, the enforcement of contingent contract are dealt also under the section 32 to 36 of Indian Contract Act 1872. They list certain rules for enforcement of a contingent contract. So, rule 1 of section 32 is contracts contingent on the happening of an event. A contingent contract might be based on the happening of an uncertain future event. In such cases, the promisor is liable to do or not do something if the event happens. However, the contract cannot be enforced by law unless the event takes place. If the happening of the event becomes impossible, then the contingent contract is void. I hope you got this. Now we'll be moving on to the section 33, which is contracts contingent on an event not happening. A contingent contract might be based on the non-happening of an uncertain future event. In such cases, the promisor is liable to do or not do something if the event does not happen. However, the contract cannot be enforced by law unless happening of the event becomes impossible. If the event takes place, then the contingent contract is void. Next up, we'll be dealing with Section 34. Section 34 is the Rule 3 of contingent contract. Contracts contingent on the conduct of the living person who does something to make the event or conduct as impossible of happening. If a contract is contingent upon how a person will act at a future time, the event is considered impossible when the person does anything which makes it impossible for the event to happen. Now we'll be dealing with the Rule 4, which is Section 35 of Indian Contract Act 1872. Contracts contingent on an event happening within a specific time. There can be a contingent contract wherein a party promises to do or not do something if a future uncertain event happens within a fixed time. Such a contract is void if the event does not happen and the time lapses. It is also void if before the time fixed the happening of the event becomes impossible. Now we'll be dealing with Rule 5, which is Section 35, contracts contingent on an event not happening within a specific time. Contingent contract might be based on the non-happening of an uncertain future event within a fixed time. In such cases, the promisor is liable to do or not do something if the event does happen within the said time. The contract can be enforced by law if the fixed time has expired and the event has not happened before the expiry of the time. Also, if it becomes certain that the event will not happen before the time has expired, then it can be enforced by law. The last rule is Section 36, contracts contingent on an impossible event. If a contingent contract is based on the happening or non-happening of an impossible event, then such a contract is void. This is regardless of the fact if the parties to the contract are aware of the impossibility or not. I hope this video helps you with this topic. Thank you for your time.